half an hour to an hour to go through the Miamisburg Historical Society, I promise you will be amazed at how beautiful it is and the history that's preserved in there. So if you can't do it today, when you see the sign on the corner that they're open, stop in. It is definitely worth it. I want to take a minute to thank the Miamisburg High School band for being here, the band director, Mr. A. I know for like 3 days I'm blowing up his phone, and he's probably blocked me by now, but thank you all for being here, and the Miamisburg High School alumni band that's going to play later. We appreciate you. I'm going to do a patriotic reading. This reading is written and recommended by the 2020, it's the recommended 2023 reading by the National American Legion. Fellow Americans, we do not forget. Whether it's an hour ago, a century ago, we all remember. Just ask the families of Angus Nelson McLean and James Frost. These two Coast Guard heroes were aboard the cutter Tampa as it escorted merchant steamers between Allied ports during World War I. It was sunk by a German U-boat in 1918. 111 Coast Guard men and 4 Navy soldiers lost their lives. A flaw in the awards criteria prevented Coast Guard veterans from receiving Purple Hearts for actions that occurred before World War II. This injustice has been corrected, and just this year, the families of Fireman McLean and First Lieutenant Frost finally received the medals earned long ago by their historic ancestors. The Coast Guard continues to identify families whose ancestors have still not received the medals that they have earned. It's just another example of our country honoring all fallen heroes, regardless of how many decades or centuries have passed. Pascual Hula, a member of the Kiowa Nation, enlisted in the U.S. Army in 1942. He was awarded the Purple Heart and Silver Star while serving the 4th Infantry Division in Belgium. But his story doesn't end there. He was awarded 2 more Silver Stars and a Battlefield Commission for his actions in the Korean War. In 1962, Lieutenant Hula retired after a successful 20-year Army career. When his 3 sons went off to Vietnam, Hula felt compelled to once again enlist a few years after his military retirement. He sacrificed his commission to serve as senior NCO in combat. On November 7, 1967, Hula led a squad that was ambushed during Operation Shenandoah in Loch Ness. Hit by fire, he attempted to pull one of his wounded soldiers to safety before he succumbed to his own wounds. First Sergeant Pascual Hula was awarded after his death with his 4th Silver Star and his 3rd Purple Heart. We are here today for heroes like Pedro and Pascual Hula, people who have given all that they can give, that so many others can enjoy freedom. The American Legion has a special obligation to honor and remember First Sergeant Hula and all of our country's fallen heroes. We are founded in the aftermath of World War I, which claimed the lives of more than 116,000 Americans. We honor the heroes of all the wars, not just on Memorial Day, but through our daily commitment to ensure that America remains a place worthy of sacrifice. We honor these heroes by supporting those who are currently serving in the armed forces, whether at domestic air bases or combat zones. Military service comes with inherent dangers. On March 29th, 9 young soldiers with the Army's 101st Airborne Division lost their lives when 2 Black Hawk helicopters crashed near Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Their commander, Major J.P. McGee, said their sacrifice will reverberate through our formations for years to come. It is felt here as well. You can rest assured it will always be painfully felt by Gold Star families who will mourn their loved ones for the rest of their lives. Rosanna Powers is a Marine Corps veteran. On August 17, 2004, her brother, Lance Corporal Caleb Powers, lost his life in Iraq. The very next day, Rosanna's fiance, Marine Sergeant Richard Ward, was also killed in Iraq. In a Fox News commentary, Rosanna wrote, "We can debate that war's legacy and what it means for the future of American foreign policy. But remember who stands ready to protect our freedom, to have those debates and remember those who have died to keep that freedom safe. It is up to us to honor them in our own way by trying to make the country they died for a better place." Unquote. When politicians debate the cost of veterans' benefits, we should remember that the price has already been paid not by just the fallen heroes, but by veterans and their family members like Rosanna Powers. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the true cost of war. The men and women who died for our freedom represent the diverse patchwork that is the United States of America. They were rich and poor, they are black and white, they're male, they're female. They were from cities, farms, and suburbs. They came from every ethnicity, every background, and every political spectrum. In short, they looked like all of us. Their one common characteristic is that they all took an oath to die for America, should they be called upon. We can ensure that the memories of these heroes and their sacrifices were not in vain. We can ensure that future generations understand the importance of service, honor, and sacrifice. We can ensure through our own community service that our country remains strong, free, and prosperous. Memorial Day is a time that many wear and proudly display poppies, not as a symbol of what was lost, but as reminders of living legacies. As we gather here today, we are reminded of the words of President Abraham Lincoln during his Gettysburg Address. It is for us, the living, rather, to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which those who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced.